All right, this tutorial is for the lamp. So I'm going to start off with a box here. It doesn't matter the specific size. Make it kind of squarish. And then I'm going to right click, convert to editable poly. And I'm going to go to edge. And I'm going to select these 4 edges. I'm going to go to scale. Pressed R, but their scale is up here too. And I'm going to get just the X and Y. I'm going to drag that in a little bit just to give it that slanted look at the bottom. And press Q just to not be on scale anymore. Polygon, select the top polygon, and I'm going to inset that polygon. Again, doesn't matter the exact size. The check mark there, and then I'm going to bevel out of there. This should be the height of my lamp here. Looks about right, and then have this go in. All right. Again, the exact sizes don't matter. Hit the check mark, and I'm going to extrude that top rectangle up a little bit more. Right about there. So I'm going to make a lampshade that kind of sits on top of there. All right. So for the lampshade, I'm going to create a cone and just click and drag for the base. Let go. Go up for the height. Click again and then drag it in. And you can kind of adjust your height and your radius. 1 is the base, radius 2 is the top radius. Adjust those to your liking. I'm going to right click and convert that to an editable poly. Turn edge faces on. And I'm going to select the top and the bottom polygons and delete those. Delete the top one, delete the bottom one. All right. So now I'm going to go to edges, and I want 2 edges that are directly across from each other. So I'm going to do this edge and that edge. I think those are directly across from each other. And I'm going to go to bridge, hit the bridge settings box, and I'm going to add 5 segments to this bridge. I'm just connecting one edge to the other edge. Hit the check mark there, select the 4 edges in the middle, go to move, and I'm going to raise those a little bit. And then select the 2 edges in the middle and raise those a little bit more just to give it like a kind of a curved look to it. All right, that looks good. I'm going to go to polygon, select the top polygon. Let me shell this real quick. So I'm going to add another modifier. I'm going to add a shell modifier just to make sure that that bridge is still going to be good with the shell modifier. All right, that looks good. I'm going to increase the amount of that shell modifier. All right, that looks good. All right, back to editable poly. Notice that the shell goes away because it's modified on top of the editable poly. It's not within it, so you can still edit things and then bring the shell back afterwards. So I'm going to select this top polygon. I'm going to inset that. 1 is fine. And then I'm going to extrude that downward. And that may look a little weird at first. All right, I'm going to hit F3 wireframe and just put it on like a side view so I could see. As long as it's down below the top of this, that's probably fine. All right, and I'm going to hit the check mark there. You see my object is kind of inverted there, but I think once I go back to the shell modifier, it looks fine. So don't worry about the inverted when the shell modifier is not on. All right, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to align the lampshade to the lamp. So I have the lampshade selected. I'm going to go to align, click on the lamp, have X and Y checked. Z I'm going to adjust manually, center to center for both the X and the Y, and I'm going to hit apply and OK. And then I'm gonna make sure I get just the x-axis, the z-axis, because I can still move this off even though I just aligned it, and I don't want to do that. So just the z-axis, and I'm gonna move that up so that I can even use wireframe here, so that that part that's sticking down is just above the lamp there. All right, so that looks good. All right, now we're going to create a chord. So we're going to turn snaps on. I'm going to right click to make sure vertex is on. And then I'm going to go create line. And I'm going to make sure the creation method is on smooth, and the drag type, initial type is on smooth, and drag type is on smooth. All right, so now I'm going to start at the vertex of the base here, and I'm just going to keep clicking as I kind of draw, and it'll naturally create curved edges, and this is going to act as my chord. Just right click to be done. Hit the rendering arrow, enable in renderer, enable in viewport. All right, if that line didn't turn out how you like, go to edit, hit the arrow here, go to vertex, and you can move these vertices around. Turn snaps off before you do that, so it'll let you move the X and Y. So I can move this vertex until I have the shape that I want. I'm not going to do it here, but go ahead and add a material to the lamp shade, the lamp, and the chord before you render your and submit your lamp.